All right, folks, here we are. I hope you're excited, getting close to the end. Let's look at some technological developments during the 20th century. So, this period, since 1990, was one of rapid technological developments, from new medical discoveries to more sophisticated military technology to improvements in transportation. Technology dominated the 20th and the 21st century. Labor saving devices in the household increased leisure time, and new forms of mass entertainment filled that leisure time. The space race increased Cold War tensions as the development of nuclear weapons raised new uncertainties. All right, let's get into the first wars. Here we go. World War I was the first conflict in which several new types of technology were used for the first time. Airplanes were used in combat. Dirigibles or blimps, tanks, more sophisticated weaponry, and poison gas also made their debut in the First World War. Radio technology was used during World War I for communication purposes. After the war, radio was extended for commercial and private use. In 1920, the first commercial radio broadcasts were aired in, can you guess the city? Well, not the city, the city in Philadelphia. Philadelphia, that's right. By 1930, millions of U.S. citizens owned radios, which were used to listen to news, sportscasts, and serials like soap operas. Government control of airways in Europe made radio ownership less common on that continent. All right, next topic. The post-war period. Technology assisted Europe in its after the war, it needed a recovery, from the world wars. New equipment and improved, check this out, seeds increased agricultural needs, while modern industrial equipment increased production of textiles and metal goods, including automobile and appliances. In the 1950s, scientific technology led British and U.S. scientists to discover the composition of deoxyribonucleic acid, which is DNA. Scientific farming based on genetics led to further improvements in seeds and pesticides. Genetic research produced the first incident of animal cloning, which was was a sheep in Scotland. In 1997, medical treatments and sanitation improved. New drugs such as, it's a big drug here, penicillin. Penicillin discovered in 1928, as well as immunizations against diphtheria and polio, lowered the death rates. X-rays and ultrasounds, and imaging-assisted medical diagnosis. Indoor, this is huge, plumbing, improved sanitation. In 1949, the Soviet Union developed its own atomic bomb. From that time until the 1980s, both the U.S. in 1952 and the Soviet Union in 1953 built hydrogen bombs, which are 1,000 times more powerful than atomic bombs, and developed even more sophisticated weapons of war and defense. In 1972, as a result of the nuclear arms race, European countries convened a conference on security issues in Helsinki, Finland. In 1975, the Helsinki Accords called for contacts between nations on both sides of the Iron Curtain and also addressed the issue of human rights. The space race. The 20th century saw the exploration of new horizons in space. In 1957, the Soviet Union launched the Sputnik, or Sputnik 1. There'll be many others. Sputnik 2 has a dog in it, which is the first satellite. and in 1961 sent the first manned flight into space. The U.S. soon followed in the space race, succeeding in landing astronauts on the moon. Anybody know what year? Anybody know the year? Anybody? 69. That's right. In the 70s, the U.S. and the Soviet Union cooperated in docking spacecraft and later cooperated in work on the International Space Station. Cooperation between the United States and the European nations led to the development in 1990 of it's a telescope. What's the name of it? What's the name of it? Hubble Space Telescope, which was capable of observing objects in remote areas of the universe. U.S. orbiter landings on, what's that faraway place? On Mars. We have stuff on Mars that provided opportunities for investigation of potential landing sites on the red planet. All right, entertainment in the 20th century. Here we go. The film industry created opportunities for entertainment, especially after the addition of, you got to have this, you got to have it, you're listening to it right now, sound. That's right, in the late 1920s. By the early 1950s, television had begun to enter many homes in the West. In the 1970s, the entertainment industry, born in Hollywood, was surpassed by, I know you'd like this, Bollywood, the name given to the film-based industry in Mumbai, India. Since the 1970s, India has ranked as the world's largest film producer. As the world's societies entered the 21st century, more and more of the world's citizens were linked by computer technology and cellular phone, video games, and electronics leaders. Robots first used in Japan and adopted in Europe for the use in mines and automobile industry increased industrial production. More people in the post-industrial world worked in service industries because of increased mechanization of agriculture and industry. All right, here's our summary. World Wars I and II saw a number of technological firsts, from improved transportation and communication to more elaborate weaponry. The atomic bomb ushered in a nuclear age that was among the focal point of the Cold War era. Technology creates new leisure time activities, improved sanitation, and helped in the discoveries of new breakthroughs in medical science. The use of technology to transmit information characterizes the 21st century. Dun, 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 dun.